I'm
Okay.
good, mate.
Well,
Mine's working.
I guess how has y'all's week been? How's everything going?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm very tired too.
I'm so
Dude,
tired.
me
Yeah.
too.
The
Yeah.
week was okay, but like my weekend, Friday was my sister's birthday. And then yesterday was early Christmas.
Oh,
So
That's
we
very early
did,
Christmas.
yeah. So we did like my family and
Mm.
and we were here until like a bit.
Wow.
They're here a little bit. So I think I fell asleep at work multiple times.
oh no.
Mm.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try and get some sleep tonight. I'm gonna get on the Peloton after this and just like fully wear myself out and then go to bed.
Nice.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yesterday
that was the
was
week, man.
our
How about
travel
y'all?
day. So I'm also
Mm.
exhausted from yesterday. I think overall, when everything was said and
Knackered.
done, we spent 12 hours traveling yesterday. And most of
12?
it, yeah, 12. So we stayed at this place that was unbelievably gorgeous. Like picture the best 5-star, 10-star resort that you can, and then put that on a lake. And like our hotel room opened into a pool. Everybody had access to like this lazy river that goes through the resort, and you just walk from your bed into the pool. And crazy. But it was 2.5 hours from the airport, and most of it was India traffic, like bumper to bumper, people going crazy. Almost,
Constant stress.
no lights, of course. People just kind of like merging in and through four-way stops. Um, so then we get to the airport, and our plane was coming from Mumbai. And I have now figured out that Mumbai is the worst for plane travel because they only have one runway that they're like going in and out of. And so our plane is super delayed coming from Mumbai. And so we're like an hour delayed. Now the plane lands an
Wow.
hour late, and now we're in the air and we're going to Mumbai. And roughest plane trip so far of the trip.
Ooh.
And so it's bouncing everywhere, it's constant, and we're just slowly making our way to Mumbai. Then we get to Mumbai, and I'm like, I just want to land. We've now been traveling for like 6 hours, and then we circle above Mumbai for an hour, waiting for ATC to give us the clear to go land. Then, because we're late now, we are now hitting
hours late.
prime rush hour for Mumbai. And now, to go 2 kilometers, which by the way is less than a mile, 2 kilometers took us.
That's not true.
Is it?
A 5K is 3.1 miles.
Yeah. No, well, so 2 miles is, I guess, yeah, a little over a mile.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So to
Let
go
him finish the story,
either way,
Anthony.
either
Fuck.
way, either way,
if he
to
didn't
go-
say, if he didn't say, like,
either way, to go around a mile.
look,
takes
this
us-
man ran in the
No,
fucking
Anthony,
cross
No,
country.
we're
You're right.
over
Like,
it, Anthony.
he's
We're
gotta
over
know
it,
this.
Anthony. He
It's
was raised in
important.
America. He
That's
doesn't
fair.
know kilometers, just like everybody else.
But he ran 5Ks in
No,
like 10 minutes.
No, doesn't make any sense. That still doesn't. Nope.
Either way,
Anyway, Eric.
to go about a mile in this Mumbai traffic took us 30 minutes.
Wow.
No.
It ended up
That's
taking
half a
us,
mile per hour.
Yes. I could have walked faster.
You should have walked faster.
You should have walked.
My gosh. Well, we had too much luggage. Now it took us like 2 hours to drive. I mean, it's less than
literally
like
the day's
5
gone,
miles. Yeah, it was rough.
It's so wait, Eric, would you say that it was the day with the longest travel with the shortest distance?
100%. 100%. Yeah, in the same amount of time that it took us to go from that resort back here to Mumbai, was just as long as getting from here to London.
Wow.
Like,
Good times, man. Anyway, continue your story.
but yeah, yesterday was the travel day, but now we're back with family. We're spending the week with family, and then we're gonna be back in the States for next week. So, and good, but
Nice.
Congratulations, you're
almost.
be balanced. God,
But
what's the word? How was your week, man?
Let's see. So very deep, very fun. So of course 2 weekends ago I was in Georgia with family, but last weekend my sister and her family visited for the first time ever, and that was awesome because we went snowboarding with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they both boarded.
nice.
And
Fantastic.
at one point, the 6-year-old, he very quickly started to just go. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so we were on the bunny slope, and this is like my first time ever being on the bunny slope. Eric and I skipped the bunny slope. We've never been on the bunny slope.
Yeah.
And when we were there afterwards, like we're talking with Amber, my sister, and her husband, they were both like, the bunny slope is harder than the mountain.
Because in Pittsburgh, like you snowboard like all the time, but there, like I don't know what it is about my imagination, but I always picture the thing that would probably terrify me the most. I think that's like just a common thing. So now, every time somebody mentions snowboarding, I'm always like, "Oh yeah, falling off the side of the earth. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, super cool, super cool."
Oh my god. Fortunately, that's not really an option where we are. The mountain's
Yeah.
not big enough for that.
Good.
Yeah, you
Good.
really don't have any cliffs.
Have you been snowboarding?
Eric disappeared. Okay, Eric's back. Good.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Ash.
back.
One time, he and his friends booked a helicopter. No,
Yeah,
no,
that stuff's crazy.
no.
And they have to bring like certain devices in case they get buried in an avalanche.
Ash,
that'll-
I don't care how cool your dad is. We will never be friends.
Oh
You will not get me on a helicopter. I will not be afraid to say no and then end up on a helicopter.
Scary, 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 scary.
Scary. Okay.
But yeah, man, it was good. At one point towards the end, Ash was teaching our nephew how to like stop because he wanted to go up the mountain too, but we're like, every time you stop, it's a fall. So we need you to stop. That's not a fall. Like he wasn't trying to stop. He was just falling.
He just couldn't. He couldn't stop. Period.
Yeah. So she was teaching him that, and then he was struggling to stop where this like steep drop off was in front of the fence, like the danger zone. And so he goes board straight down towards the fence and then slides to a stop, like nice, perfectly. Sits down, and we're like, oh my god. And then he proceeds to pick up a block of ice that looks like a snowball, but it's mostly ice probably, and goes to throw it and drops it on his head with the helmet. So he hit himself a snowball, and then he picks it up again, and he hits himself in the head with it again. And then he picks it up again, and he finally throws it, and it hits the fence, which
This
was
all checks out.
absolutely hilarious. I have a
It's all
video to
checked
show
out.
you guys. But yeah, that was incredible. And then the next day they were still here, and I was sick.
Oh no.
Sick.
So being sick sucked. because I didn't have nearly as much energy, and my nephews have like boundless energy, which is adorable, but hard to keep up with. So at one point I was like falling asleep at the table.
Oh
Yep.
no.
That was me at my work desk today.
Yeah.
Well,
But it was good.
friends,
It was good. And now, today, I am drinking, to start it off,
go ahead, Anthony.
something very special that somebody got for me.
Oh, who got
The
you
Bullet Rye 12 year.
Oh, so good.
Ooh.
Such a good whiskey.
Yeah. And to pair it, I thought I might as well bring back from last week the Bullet Single Malt,
Nice.
because I forgot, or maybe I didn't have time and forgot to mention that y'all have to touch this when y'all are here, because the label feels like a soft, leathery, like just nice to like touch thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's just pleasant.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
You know, it's like if you go to Charlie in the Chocolate Factory and he's like, lick the banana, it tastes like a banana. It's like you just want to rub it.
Lick,
You know, it's
lick
okay.
the whiskey bottle.
and maybe
it
a
tastes
genie
like
will
leather.
come out. Oh yeah. Oh my god, it might smell like leather.
My camera's having a hard time. We'll figure it out. I
What are
am
y'all
drinking
drinking?
the Blade and Bow
Stop.
straight bourbon whiskey stock.
What happened to the key?
It's put away somewhere. I have it. And Eric, what are you drinking?
I am also doing a regular, although this is the
Rock.
Monkey Shoulder blended Scotch. Now, the reason I'm drinking this and not something more exuberant at the moment is because this is all we had opened, and I have like 10 to 12 bottles that I'm bringing back home that we'll be able to try soon. It'll all be very fun. But if I open them, I can't bring them back on the plane, so I can't open them yet.
So you bought yourself Christmas presents in the form of you and your friends reacting to specialty bourbon / whiskey /
Yes.
Scotch / Irish whiskey / whatever else that you got.
Yeah, okay. This will lead perfectly.
Don't tell us. No. Don't tell us. I want to be surprised.
Well, no. I'm not going to tell you the whiskeys that I got, because that would include your presents.
Oh shit. Are we doing presents this year, guys?
Yeah, of course we're doing presents. What? It's Christmas. What the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
Nothing. I didn't mean anything. It's fine. I knew that too. I'm just gonna do some shopping real quick while we're on the podcast.
Nat, just to give you an expectation, we have gifts for you and Mel. I don't know what you want to do with that information.
Just got finished doing Secret Santa. I'm so broke.
That is not to put any pressure on you.
I'll take care.
You,
Notice.
hey, handwritten notes, whatever. I'm down. But we do have presents, just so you don't feel bad.
Okay.
So, I have a really cool opportunity for us, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to get y'all. Oh no, y'all both disappeared now. Everybody's gone. Oh, some of them are back.
We can always
For now.
narrate what he's actually saying
I
inside
see
of
only
our
Anthony
chat
now.
to chat.
Oh, if he was to message us.
Wait, you can't hear him?
I could not hear him whatsoever.
Oh,
no.
I can hear him. I can hear you,
Mhm.
Eric.
That's
Eric,
odd.
can you hear me? Uh-oh.
Oh, what's really funny
Eric?
is that I see y'all in OBS now, but not on the browser.
Narrate! Okay, Ash. Right now, Eric is looking at his screen. I don't think he can actually hear us right now. He's got the 1,000-yard stare of focus that he sometimes dials into, and
Anthony, are you
Anthony's
able to hear me
scratching
now?
the massive.
You gonna finish that sentence now?
No.
The massive 10-gallon head he's got.
Yeah, that
What are you
one.
gonna say? Eric, if you can see this, just scream it at the mic. Please no.
Please don't scream it into the mic. I don't think Eric has it in him.
Oh, let
He's
me
back.
go check the Twitch chat here.
Eric, can you hear
Scream
us?
into the mic. Yeah, I can do that.
Eric, can you hear us? Can you
We
hear
hear
us?
him, but not the other way around.
Can you hear us,
I
mate?
can hear you, Anthony.
Where
I
have you
just can't
gone?
hear Nat.
Oh wow, what is
He
that
can't
about?
hear Nat. He can hear me.
Yeah.
And his video is no longer in the thing.
I
So
think
I
it-
don't have him on.
I think it reset.
see
You might
him.
have to recopy.
I did do that.
Oh,
He did do that.
weird.
I recopied.
Hims did it.
It's the same link.
Hims did it.
Yeah, the internet here in Mumbai is just
Mumbai
not as
is
good
a
as
different
the,
story.
internet in the 5-star resorts I stayed in.
This feels like ghost hunting. This feels like ghost hunting. Are you a good ghost or a bad ghost? Where did you hide the body, Eric? Where did you hide the body, Eric?
You still can't hear Nat?
No, I
Can you
still
hear Nat?
can't hear Nat.
Yeah,
No,
good.
missing out.
Good. Tell him what I said.
Eric, where's the body?
We're ghost hunting. Tell him that we're ghost hunting.
We're ghost hunting. Where's the body?
And I want to know where the body is. Eric. Oh, come on.
Oh, are you back?
Back,
And he's
back.
gone again.
Wow. I got a new
So
chair.
sad. He's back.
Oh, he's
That's a
gone,
really
gone.
cool looking chair. I like how the foam roller matches your
Yeah,
chair,
right? Isn't it great?
and also those macarons match your chair.
Macarons.
Those look like giant macarons in front of your Flaviar box.
Oh, these?
Yeah,
Want to see what they are?
yeah. Whoa, that's cool. Heck yeah. Why do you have the monitor right there?
I have a spare monitor. I don't know where to put
Oh,
it.
okay. I was like,
Eric's
Yeah, I
back.
reset it.
oh, his video back on
I
stream
reset
too.
it. Yeah. That
Cool.
I don't know. The internet here is rough, but I was
Let's do this,
saying.
gentlemen.
I was saying.
Eric, what are you drinking?
Oh, we already went
Oh,
over
okay.
what we're drinking.
Okay.
That actually happened to my
Okay.
brain too. I thought you hadn't said it yet.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank
But
you.
then once you
Okay.
asked, I was like, oh wait, he said the monkey thing.
The monkey shoulder, blended scotch.
Monkey shoulder.
It is. It is
Okay.
very
Got
smooth,
it.
very good.
Got it,
It's
got it, got
actually my go-to mixing scotch, and it's not very peaty, like a peated scotch or something like that. It also doesn't quite have the funkiness of a single malt that is very typical. It's more akin, in my opinion, to a more savory bourbon. It doesn't have the sweet notes of like a vanilla, caramel, those types of things. It's more of a savory with very nice. Very umami flavored. It's got like umami notes, kind of like nice sweetened bacon.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's fairly affordable. It doesn't have a lot of burn. It's very one note, nothing crazy. It's not going to blow your socks off, but it's also always going to be a nice drink.
Y'all,
That's-
speaking of burning and bacon,
Yeah.
we got our first Hexclad from the Black Friday sale. It was the giant like griddle that spans two burners.
Oh yeah, how do you like it? because I use
It's
Hexclad all the time.
incredible. It's incredible. You make like an entire pack of bacon on it and then scoot that out of the way, put some eggs on it, and
Oh,
like I use that this weekend and
You got
I'll
gas
use
up
it when
there?
y'all are here. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, so we have, you'll see it, we have a giant propane tank in the front that kind of blends in with the house. It's just got 100 gallons of propane and propane. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It's so hot that you have to keep the burners on
Pretty low.
completely low.
Yep.
Otherwise, it smokes.
Really? That's not good.
Yeah. It's just it's so hot. Just start
You might want to
burning.
get that looked at.
No, it's just heat.
No.
Yeah,
Because I've cooked on natural gas and propane before.
Mhm.
I've never had to keep it on low because it gets too hot.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that our stove, like even on low, just emits so much coming out already. But also, like
Uh-huh.
our boiling temperature is 207 degrees, not 212, because we're at 2,600 something, 2,800 feet. So there's less pressure holding everything. That's why I look so
I
fat now,
see.
because there's less pressure holding me in. It's not that I've been like gaining weight or anything. I've lost weight actually. I'm like, see, look how baggy this is. Like, that's how that works.
Absolutely.
It's like the astronauts, they blow.
Yeah.
There's,
Mm-hmm.
there's no pressure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Cool. So,
Yeah.
can I
How's your drink?
can I trash on this real
Yes.
quick?
yeah. Tell us.
Okay,
Tell us what the
Blade
story
Greg.
is.
Greg,
Look away.
don't like. So, I was really excited for this bottle. I was very excited about this bottle
Ooh.
because I was like, oh, it's got the Blade and Bow logo. I've seen these at the distillery and everything. It's gonna be good. No doubts in my mind. It was the only Blade Bow that they had that was like within my like price range, so I bought it.
Can I
Eric, what are you gonna
preface
say?
this just a little? Because I think something
Sure.
has colored your view a little bit. And this is very interesting. When we went to the Blade and Bow, because we had this whiskey at the Blade and Bow distillery,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody liked this whiskey at the Blade and Bow distillery. But I think, Nat, you have become a more cultured individual.
Shut the fuck.
With whiskey, your palate has radiated and blossomed into something
Hate you.
that is past the experience of mere mortals. And I don't know if you'll be able to enjoy the Commonwealth whiskeys the same.
See, I thought this was going to go a completely different way because I think maybe Eric missed it. But when we were at the Blade and Bow, Nat and I were like hyped up about how awesome their logo was, and we wanted to like learn about the history of it. And then we started reading, and were very quickly very disappointed at how lame it was.
Literally, like they like keys or something like that.
It was so dumb.
It was like let this not be said. Look, guys. By the way, Blade and Bow. I'm not saying that your stuff is bad. I'm not saying that your logo is the history behind your logo and your entire distillery isn't cool. I'm just saying your Commonwealth whiskey is boo boo butter for me. It is.
It's an easy drinker. And that's all.
It's not, Eric. That's the problem. It's not. It's harsh. It's boring, and it is a poor excuse for a whiskey.
Okay.
Okay. Let me. That's very harsh.
See,
I've
I'm
had
going off
worse.
memory here, but if I remember correctly, It was very thin. It was a lot of honey and toffee,
Mm-hmm.
and it
No
had a
toffee.
little
No
bit of a
toffee.
burn. Yeah.
No toffee.
This is all by memory.
The nose? On the nose, or you mean like on the taste?
I just remember thinking it's like honey and toffee, very light, very thin, with a little bit of that acetone middle, and then it kind of just like washed out real fast.
So Eric's right about the thinness. There's no feel to this. Not so much toffee. They replaced it with like an oaky taste, where it kind of like me. There's no like it goes from like sweet from the honey to like wood taste, and then immediately into the oh my god, aspartame. What the
Acetone.
acid? Thank you. Straight into acetone, and the acetone lasts longer than the actual taste of the bourbon, guys. I'm sorry. I was this bougie, but I thought that drinking bourbon was supposed to be an enjoyable experience, not one of disappointment. I think the reason why I'm so hot about this one is because I tasted it before and I remember being very excited about it, and I maybe forgot that the flavor palette was actually like not really anything to write home about.
Again, I don't think it's that you forgot anything. I think it is that your palate has matured from where it was. You have to remember that was the beginning of your journey. And this is a baby step whiskey.
Dude. All right, a good example of this. I gave my brother-in-law some, I think it was just the straight. No, wait. Gave him the Maker's Mark cask strength, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Now what sucked about that was our lips had like micro fractures in them, the cold, so our lips
Man, yeah.
But I was talking to him, and he's like, doesn't know about that sort of thing, and so I was just like, start doing it and showing him like what he's supposed to do, and he just goes, "You're a psycho."
You're a psychopath.
he's like, there's no way I could ever do that. Like, I'm just absolutely incapable. Like, that would hurt so bad. And I was just like, nah, man, it tastes good. He's like, this tastes awful. I was like, no, dude, it's like, this is so sweet and like delightful, like kind of fruity.
You just have to be a stronger man, I guess.
Well, it's
I didn't
just
say that. I didn't say that.
it's just the acetone. Your taste buds really do change the more you experience it, and almost every taste that you enjoy is an acquired taste because your taste buds
that why-
change to it. Like, here's the thing. I read a study recently, or an article that had a few studies listed about how taste buds change, and their argument in the article was that you could take anything that you do not like to eat. If you eat it enough, you will come to enjoy it at some point in time because your taste buds
That makes sense.
will
Adapt
change
to it.
and adapt to enjoy what you're having.
Yeah.
You hear that, Ash? It's your fault.
No.
The
I can't say anything. I can't stand bananas, and I refuse to be the person who tries to eat bananas for like half a year to like them.
I'm not a
So-
banana person either. I'm not a banana person.
Question: do y'all eat old bananas or new bananas?
I only
don't eat bananas,
can do
period.
new bananas. I can't do.
Can't do
I'm telling
bananas.
you, yeah, a banana that is as green, like there's a level of green at which it tastes disgusting, but there is a like tipping point, almost like you're doing chemistry, where it goes from green to edible. Right when that becomes edible, that's the only time a banana tastes good.
Interesting.
Now I will
Ash
But
say
most people wait too long.
bananas here in India though are 10 times better than
Different.
bananas in America. Now,
See, you
I
know how
still
I know
don't
you're a
like them.
fake banana hater? You know how I know you're a fake banana hater? You will even eat a banana. You will put banana in your. I can't do
So
it.
here's the thing, Nat. I had to force myself to, because in track and swim and all of
No, no,
that,
you didn't force yourself to. We forced you to, so you wouldn't die.
hey, that's fair. But I had to, because I would get terrible cramps and I needed potassium.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so like
potassium.
I had, it
Yeah,
was
I
the
saw him
only
like
way.
dying from a cramp. I go and get him a banana. He's like, no, no. And I'm like, eat the banana.
Yeah. And so now I
Guys,
can
on
force
that-
myself
yeah.
to eat bananas, but I do not enjoy them.
No. Ash said Stockholm syndrome for the taste buds. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
But yeah, Nat,
Yeah.
every person is just a better person than the person they were yesterday. And
Fair.
that's you.
In comparison to the they were before.
That's ideal. Yeah.
That is the ideal.
I don't know if, someone on a murder's a better person each day.
I mean, they're better at killing.
God.
As
He did great things.
A plus
Terrible,
one is a plus one
great.
is a plus one.
God.
uh,
Okay. Okay.
well, so
Okay,
I do
but
have
yeah, I rate this blade and bow terribly. It's a 2.5, maybe a 3.
oh,
I will never buy it again. I thought about dumping into the sink.
Oh, no.
Literally like yesterday.
Throw it out.
Yeah. Swish it around, throw it out.
so
Go ahead, Eric.
I have a proposition.
Mm.
And it essentially requires that y'all come to India.
Like tomorrow?
No. At some point in the future.
Okay.
So, I went and got the privilege of exploring the Paul John Distillery here in Goa, in India.
What's the Paul John?
So,
Are they?
Paul John is probably there are two main whiskey companies.
I
in
just gotta
India.
say, I'm not sure I trust a person that has 2 first names.
So that's actually really common in South India because they were colonized by the Portuguese, and
What?
they're actually a huge Christian society, and so all of their
Oh,
Saint John
naming
and stuff like that.
things
Yeah.
Dude.
are first names. So a lot of them,
Okay,
it's actually
I apologize. I was
I-
making a joke because
I
I thought it was
apologize to the
2
community.
separate guys
typical. No,
involved.
so they
Sorry,
have a
Paul
whole
John.
they have a whole a ritual about it too, about their naming. So the first son gets a middle name that is their grandfather's name, and it's always the same. So you create a new name for your son. Their last name is your name, and if
This
they're
is
the
so
first son,
analytical.
they're they get the grandfather's name as the middle name. If they're the second son, they don't get a middle name.
Sounds like a Sanderson magic system.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I got the privilege to go do the Paul John Distillery experience. One, we have to do it together because they don't have the same rules. So things that were entirely illegal to do in other distilleries, you'll get to do at this distillery. And
Like drink from the tap.
yes,
He can either confirm
that
or
is
deny.
that is one. So the experience is crazy. There at one point, our guy literally opens a box, and nobody else in the audience does anything, and I'm like,
Oh my god.
you just open that? Everywhere else in the world, it's illegal because it immediately starts the taxing of the next run and stuff like that. So it's like a $5,000 charge to
Oopsie.
open the
Yeah.
box. And he's like,
Yeah.
in other parts of the world, this would have costed a lot of money. But here, let me just smell this. Smell it. And he starts, I'm like, what?
Bro.
It's wild.
Bro.
He's like, this is the
Wild
brewer's
West.
beer. Put your head in there. Like,
Get in there, smell it. Get in there, smell it.
it was the like every distillery experience we've had where there were glass walls and we had to see it from like a football field away. He's like, come in here, get a good look at
Come
this.
on and look at it. Come on, just put your nose in there.
And so we go through, I do the tasting of all the whiskeys. It's amazing. Their whiskey's actually really, really good. India has this thing, which I'm a little skeptical on, but I've done a little bit of research now, and there is some merit to it, but I need to do more research. Because of the humidity, the liquid in the barrels actually breathes through the porousness of the wood more. And so they say that, 1 year of aging in India accounts to a greater number of years aging in other parts of the world. And there's probably some merit to that from what I've researched, but I'm not sure. But either way, their whiskey's actually pretty good, but India is hindered by one thing: their proofing laws. So in India, they can't sell whiskey that's above 50% ABV. And in certain parts of India, it's actually lower. So there are certain parts that are 48% and certain parts that are 42%.
But nothing above 50?
Nothing above 50 except for one particular bottle, which I'll go ahead and put on a record. I wasn't able to find it. It's only for export, and it's called the Mituna. I got the Mituna, but I got the India version, which is 50%, which is proof. I could not find the 54% that they only do in airports in export only. Now, we were tasting, we were doing all these things, and then the guy looked at me and he said, we have one more experience that you can try if you want to pay a little extra. And I was like,
shut up.
Easy, because everything's cheap here now. Like, this cost was negligible.
I know.
So I pay the extra price, and he takes me and two of the other guys with us, who were B's childhood friends. They ended up meeting us and like coming with us, and takes us into the basement where all these specialty barrels are. And he's like, so, no videotapes. Now, you can try our cask strength liquid straight from the tap.
So 100.
He puts it in, he takes it out.
No.
And oh my gosh, guys. It is, every single one. There were like 4 or 5 barrels that we pulled from.
You went for 4 or 5 shots, Erik?
Oh, I ended up having 12 different whiskeys during this distillery tour. They just kept giving you stuff. Like, they didn't care. I tell you not. It is one of the coolest.
It's insane.
We have to go. You will not get this distillery experience in the States or in Europe. Like, it just doesn't work the same. They're like, here you go. They don't care. Yeah. So we're in here and we're trying these. And I kid you not, I don't think a single drop of liquid that I had in that basement that was cask strength was below an 8.5 for me.
Really?
It was phenomenal.
Paul John.
Oh. So I started talking to them, and they were like, we can't sell this in India. We can't do this. We can't do this. I was like, guys, and now by this point in time, I've spent like 2.5 hours with this guy. So we're shooting the shit. He's really cool. He knows I'm into whiskey. So he's giving me all the underground details and all. And he's like, I'm like, how do you even get a bottle? You got to get this out into the market. And he's like, well, India just, he's like, but you can't get some. You just have to go through the barrel. Like, you have to buy the barrel. And I was like, oh. How would I go about doing that? Like, what are we talking? Like, are we talking,
how much is the barrel?
15,000 or things like that. And just for reference, from rupees to dollars, it's 85 rupees for $1. Right?
Okay.
And he looks at me and he's like, well, it probably Depending on the barrel you want, you're looking at maybe 80,000 rupees or something like that.
$100?
No, $950.
Yeah.
I did that math wrong.
Nah.
I used a calculator. It's 941.
Okay.
Nah. Nah. And let me tell you how the conversion went, because I was like 80,000. How that's? Wait a second. Are you telling me
80,000? Okay.
Are you telling me that I can buy an entire this barrel? He was like, well, that barrel might be like 82,000 rupees, and then I'm like,
I don't think you're understanding where I'm coming from right
what
now.
do you mean I could pay $900 for 150 bottles of this stuff? He's like, oh yeah. I was like, even your Mituna, like your specialty brand that's super rare and costs 22,000 rupees for one bottle. And he was like, oh yeah, you could probably get that one for, 120,000 rupees for the whole I'm like, wait a second. That's like buying 6 barrels. He's like, yeah, but we don't have to pay taxes on it then. He was like, I don't have to worry about distribution.
Eric.
I don't have to do anything. He's like,
Eric, let me slow this roll. Hold on. Because like, you're telling me that you can buy it there, but how do we get it here?
so I've already figured this out. This comes to step 2 of the Taphaven master plan that I have developed. One,
Are you about to make us into liquor mules? Is this what?
We're gonna start distributing Indian.
so
Oh my god.
we are not distributing.
Barrels.
I refuse to go on record saying that. We can bring back 6 bottles of 750 milliliters per person. We go there. We taste. We do this experience. We taste all of the barrels we want. We work with them, and we choose a barrel. That barrel's ours. They will bottle it. Then
They'll put
they
their label
will
on it
ship
and
that.
everything.
Yeah. They fully bottle
No.
it. They fully label it. They do all the things.
This
As
is-
Ash says, for legal reasons, this is
is,
all a joke. And purely
No,
theoretical.
there's nothing illegal. I've thought about this. So we
Eric is giving corkboard with a lot of registries right now.
so
It's not illegal, I
Ben,
promise.
it
Oh
isn't.
my
So they
God.
will deliver those bottles anywhere in India. We'll get them
Yeah.
delivered to my father-in-law.
Yeah.
He will store all of them, and every time us or somebody else is coming to America, I have a proposition for them. If you take back 6 bottles, you get to keep one.
Okay. What, Eric? What's the end goal of this? We now have 5 bottles of primo whiskey and bourbon. Yes, but we can't. We are not distributors.
No,
So unless
Third
I-
proposition.
we
Third
aren't.
proposition.
But Nat,
We get a sailboat. And we put the whole barrel on that sailboat.
and become pirates.
guys, I don't think you understand. This whiskey rivaled
So good.
some whiskeys that
No.
I have paid $900 for, and we could get
I
the
do have a
whole
worry.
barrel.
Okay.
I do have a worry.
Go.
I would
Shoot.
want you to taste test straight from the barrel and all the bottle. Maybe consider, like, what if traces from the pipes and the other things that occur and
Distill.
the glass, everything.
Yeah.
What if that makes it less good than right out of the barrel, raw, as like natural as it can be?
Well, that's the thing. It's
It's
not.
already once it's in the barrel. It doesn't like as soon as it comes out. It's out of the processing. Like it goes
Yeah.
through a clean.
Yeah, all the
pneumatic tube.
processing happens before. It just goes through a pneumatic tube straight
Well,
into
fr-
a barrel, a bottle from
Well,
that.
it's a pneumatic tube.
It's just
pressurized.
yeah. It's just
tube
like a clear
no
tubing.
air, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, what if there's like flavors that are lost or
There
imparted upon it.
There
There
shouldn't
shouldn't
be.
be.
I mean, I guess
There shouldn't be.
theoretically, maybe, but like at that point, every single whiskey
Bear
on the
traces.
planet is, So everyone would be losing some from the barrel. And I imagine, even if that's true, this whiskey was good, guys. Like, it was really good.
So this is the stuff that they cannot put on the shelves because of the proof laws.
In India.
But they make it anyway.
No, well,
They can bottle it
no,
for
no,
you
no.
if you
This
buy the
is
barrel.
their normal stuff. So this is like the Matuna that I bought straight from the cask. This is
Okay.
the other bottles just straight from the cask. It is their product, and then they add water to it to proof it down so they can bottle it.
What you're telling me is that the barrel does not have the water.
Yes, the barrel doesn't have
Okay.
the water, and
But
so
if they bottle it for you from buying the barrel, do they have to proof it down?
no, that's the trick. They don't have to proof it down if we're buying the whole barrel.
Loophole.
I will have to consider this. It is expensive to get to India.
So, funnily
do like
enough, the
whiskey
plane
and
ticket
bourbon.
for all three of us will cost more than the whole barrel.
Yeah. Checks out.
Which just think about how wild that is to buy 100+ bottles of whiskey that is amazing whiskey for less than the plane ticket to get there.
Think, Mark. Think.
This is I'm telling you, it'll be an awesome Taphaven trip. We have to think about the content.
Think of the content, gentlemen. Think of the content.
Do it for
Oh
the
my
vine.
God. Guys,
Think about the YouTube thumbnail. We bought our own barrel from India and
Look,
mailed it back
we're
to
gonna
the
have to-
U.S.
We're going to have to turn around a hefty profit on these videos if I'm planning on making a trip to India with
You
all
make
that PTO.
you make trips all over the world, Nat.
I make one trip a year. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that this is all. Don't think, no, and it's not. My
But-
wife's not going to pay for me to go to India to pick up a bunch of whiskey and or bourbon. I'm a paid man. Okay,
But Nat,
I'm a kept.
I'm going to be
man.
able
There
to
it is.
convince her after showing her pictures of where we went and where we'll go after we get the barrel. It's
We'll see.
right next to the
We'll see.
Maldives, Nat.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yes, so I got to do that distillery experience. That was insane. And then we went and lived on a boat for like 2 days in
Saw
the
that.
backwaters of India, which was really cool. They caught fish and cooked it for us on the boat in banana leaves and this. Oh my gosh, guys! So in Kerala, they have what they call the Kerala fish curry, and like dumb name.
Ooh.
Come on, guys, make something better.
Stop, Eric. You
But-
leave these people alone.
But this shit was amazing. Like, this curry was fire. Absolute fire. It was so good. The food here is on a different level. Like, I haven't had a bad meal here, and almost every meal has been an 8+ out of 10 meal. Like, and here's the thing, from a cost benefit analysis, the food that I've had here is the best meal per price I've ever had in my life.
Ever.
By far. It is
Feel the same way
so
about Mexico City.
freaking good. So
For
good.
sure. I'm glad you're having a good time, man.
Oh,
It's pretty sick. You're missing out on a lot of stuff, though. I have
Dude.
to ask.
I am.
Do you have did you get access to Audible and or like distributors of books while you're over there?
oh my gosh, Wind of Truth is.
It's
Ugh,
out.
I know. I don't know when I'm gonna listen to it. I do have Audible, but I don't
Okay.
know when I'm gonna listen to it because I
You're
don't.
not gonna have time, dude.
I don't just want to listen to it either. I want to listen.
You want to be
I want to catch up a little bit again.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. I really need to listen to Rhythm of War again.
You know what you both need to listen to? Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I can't. Have I not told you guys about this?
I don't know that you have.
Okay, Anthony,
Is he related to Long-Legged Larry?
shut up. Anthony, listen to me. I don't know what your taste in books is, but I
I
feel
usually read them. I don't eat them.
I might have broken that.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. Swarming here. Okay. Anyway,
You gotta
I
get it
feel
all out
like you
before
would
you're here in person.
really like. I think you would really like Dungeon Crawler Carl. I feel like it's a lit RPG book, but it is the most evocative way of using it that I've seen. I'm gonna tell you the general gist of like the summary that they give you at the beginning of the book,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna tell you something at the end of the summary.
Mhm.
Neither of them will be spoilers. Dungeon Crawler Carl starts with a man who just recently got broken up with by his girlfriend, who raises championship cats, chasing the cat and the world ending around him.
With an alien invasion.
No, the aliens are coming to pick up their shit because they seeded the world, and now the inhabitants that are still surviving after the world apocalypse, because all the buildings get flattened, right? Everybody who's left, everybody who's on the streets or whatever, is able to participate in a game, and if they win the game, they get their world back.
Oh my god.
Guys, the thing at the end that I'm going to tell you, the cat is one of the main characters.
There's
sounds
drug dealing llamas.
It's so good, guys. It's so. Hold on. I'll tell you
This-
why it's so good. Hold on.
I'm trying to
It's
get a better
so
look at the
good
cover.
because graphically, it just pops. This is a freaking banger, guys. I'm telling you right now. It's so good.
So
It's
this
so good.
sounds, and I don't know if you've read this, Nat. It's a very good book series, but this sounds very akin in style, just from the synopsis, to John Dies at the End.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of homage to it.
Yeah,
There's a lot. There's
Sounds
sorry,
very
not homage.
similar.
There's a lot of tone similarities.
yeah.
I'll say.
I can tell just from the reading the synopsis that this is very much a John Dies at the type of story, which I loved. So I'm in. I'm in.
Guys, Matt Dinneman, he's so fucking smart. Like, I can't say anything because you guys haven't tried it out yet and you haven't been hooked yet. So I'm just gonna hold off and say it's a great book. You should check it out.
Okay.
I
mean, there's a
speaking of,
Go ahead.
I was gonna transition. Speaking of,
Things coming out.
no, things that have come out.
Yeah.
Oh. I lost him.
And everything.
I finished it. Have you?
Okay, good. I finished it.
If
Let's
Eric
find out-
comes
Eric,
back in,
let's-
we have to shut
we
up
have to
and
stop.
talk.
Okay,
We have
so
to
real
stop.
quick, Jinx is dead.
Nope.
We all saw that pink streak that came off
She's
the
not
explosion.
dead.
For sure. She's not dead. Yeah, she's on the boat. She's on the one who's like whenever it says the end, because she said at the very beginning of the series, one day I'm gonna ride
one of those days.
Yeah.
And Caitlin zoomed in on the
Caitlin knows. Yeah.
ducks.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, sir. Have you watched the end of a really good show that this jacket might remind you of?
No. I haven't.
Seen Arcane?
I haven't finished Arcane.
I'm dead inside. I was looking forward so much to talking about that.
When are we gonna talk about it?
Well, now at least we can talk about the end of part 2 with Anthony, I imagine, since you've seen that.
You have to lead.
No,
you have to lead because we watched Arc 3, so we can react ish.
You have
to talk about it.
Wait, Eric. Wait. You've watched part 2, Act 2 of season 2.
Yes. I haven't seen
Act 3. And you have
Act
not
3.
watched season 3.
We've just the India trip, my dude.
No. I'm just elaborating.
Yeah. So I've seen Act 2. So the last thing that I saw was her going.
Oh, Isha.
Yeah.
Man, that scene got me. That scene was so freaking good.
The art changes, the music choices, it's just 10 for 10. They wanted to give you a gut punch, and they fucking delivered.
Yeah. The whole parallels between sisters, the whole her understanding vibe, because now she's having that experience with Isha, and like all the different storytelling parallels that they do of Vi also seeing like a little bit of powder in Isha and like their connection.
Yeah.
And then her essentially becoming part of the family because then she hugs.
Because they all hugs in. Oh my god.
And then they destroy you. They destroy you.
They gave us hope. So my entire thing was going into like Act 2, episode 5. Sorry, yeah. So just say episode 5. I don't know why I'm doing that. At the end of episode 5, I'm like, are they retconning? Are they redoing everything? Like,
that's what I thought too.
Is Jace like? Wait, what happened? Is Jace there? No, okay, yeah. Is Jace gonna be the bad guy and Victor's the good guy now? Is it gonna be completely?
Now I will say I don't think that. Ugh. Even with Act 2, I didn't think that. I was fairly certain that Jace, and don't give me anything for Act 3, but I was very, very certain that Jace is being controlled in some matter by the Arcane, and this entity that is the Arcane is kind of like puppeting a few different things, and both Victor and Jace are both puppets of the same thing.
Of something else.
Yeah. And so them going through and executing that thing together was its plan. It didn't
from the get-go.
Yeah. And so that's kind of where I thought about that.
Anthony?
I don't know where that's going to go.
I am so unable to say anything that I just want to know what y'all's favorite characters are.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah, who are your top 3?
Who goes first?
I can go first,
Eric?
since I'm unfinished.
Who's ready?
In season 1, it was Vi by far, but in season 2, the minute Jinx slapped her, I was like, "Oh, that's savage." That's savage. When Vi turned around, is like, "You think I need these? I would beat you in a sex slap." I was like.
And she stands back and she's like, got you.
Yes. That moment was so sibling perfect that I was like, that was savage. And then I can't remember what it was, but when she comes out and she's like, I am the ultimate destroyer, Jinx. And then she's like, you really think Jinx? I do wear these pants, and kicks her. There are some... I think they really...
Savika. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I think they really just wrote Jinx well this season. And
So well.
they really focused a lot on, in the beginning, in the first season, they really do this good job of her fall into crazy, right?
Bipolar. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Yeah.
in this second season, they really strike at you to let you know that even though she's doing all these things, even though she has this crazy side of her, she still wants so desperately to be human.
Mm-hmm.
And
For sure.
and so they
No bigger of an example with the whole thing with Isha.
yeah,
For sure.
and they do
Yeah.
such a good job with the writing of that arc in this season
Mm-hmm.
that I just don't feel they put as much love into the other characters in season 2, which really just, I feel like it made her more relatable than anybody, at least in act 1 and 2. And she just had so much more fleshed out. Like, if you think about it from like a
Okay.
Warwick perspective, Warwick is a
Yeah.
huge part of act 1 and 2, but Warwick's storytelling device is that it changes Jinx. And so she's the character that actually gets the development from that situation.
She
Not
reaches out to
Warwick.
Vi. Yeah.
Vi has this thing going on with Kate and all of these things, but in reality, even their little character drama is more used as a tool to further the family part of Jinx. And so Jinx really has a spotlight on her this season that I feel
Well
like the
done,
other
Erik.
characters aren't doing so far.
Well done, Erik. Absolutely. Ash said season 1 is very manic. Season 2 is kind of depressed. Absolutely. Because I think you see the end of her mania. Like, you see flashes of it in Act 1 whenever she finds out that Isha's been imprisoned and, like, the multiple voices talking to her. So you still see that the mania is there. But it's less so because she now has these giant rifts in her life that she is slowly coming to realize that she is the common denominator in all of these. And
I mean,
yeah, so
a perfect
fantastic
example is the
writing.
fight scene between I forget her name, the girl with the missing arm, and
Savika.
the Savika and the vermling, or whatever.
Speech.
Yeah,
Damn.
in their fight scene.
Iron Vice today.
Yeah, in that fight scene, the main focus is not Savika and the other guy. It's not them. Their fight isn't the highlight. It's the arm that Jinx built. All the cut-ins, all the edits, all the music, everything is tied into the arm, not Savika. And if you notice, that entire scene almost always keeps Jinx and Isha in frame, and their reactions to the fight are
Drive the
actually
actual fight
framed
itself.
better than the fight itself in almost every shot. Because Jinx and Isha is the story there, and Jinx's overcoming and like becoming a friend to somebody else and making something for somebody else was the key to that scene. That was the development. That's what pushed the story forward, not the fight scene. The fight scene didn't matter. It was just cool.
So Jinx is your favorite.
Yeah,
Who's
Jinx
next?
in season 2. Next, in
Well, he said Vi first.
well,
He
Vi
said
for
Vi at the
season
beginning,
1.
but then
Vi for season 1. For season 2, it's Jinx. I think after that it would be
Say it. Say the words, Erik.
say the words.
Say the words, Erik.
Always knew them.
It starts with an E, man.
I don't think it's Echo. I don't think it's Echo. Not yet.
Oh shit, that's right. That's right.
I don't think
that's
it's
right,
Echo.
That's right.
Echo
Never
might
mind,
do
never mind,
something
never mind.
amazing in Act 3, but it wouldn't be Echo for me yet.
Okay. Okay.
And here's the thing. He's been gone for, in my experience, Act 1 and 2. He's had less than
He's
5
been gone
minutes of
almost the
screen
entire
time.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So
Fair
Echo's not there. Now I'm waiting for some time shenanigans, because one of my favorite scenes from season 1 is the 16-second scene that is a
That's
fight
down to
scene
4 seconds.
between
Yeah.
Echo and Jinx, which matches exactly with his ultimate time in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They put so much love into that fight scene. There are so many
If you time
callbacks
it, it's
to
4
everything.
seconds.
Yeah, it's exactly the
Yeah.
length of his cooldown.
So cool.
Such a
So
good
cool.
callback.
Ugh. So, Jinx.
I
Vi?
think no, not for season 2.
What if we only do season 1 right now? Because
Season
it's
1?
not fair.
Okay.
So like
No, I think
like
we're
me
there's nobody coming in new, you know?
I'm just saying me and you maybe shouldn't
Oh, it's fair.
use season 2 to
We'll just
pick.
go off. We'll base it off of Act Two's actions, let alone, which brings a few people off the board for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
So just Act Two up till then, favorite characters. So you got Jinx, obviously.
I think it would be Jinx. Man, who'd be my second though? I don't know.
man.
I mean, it would have to be Isha, I guess. But like, I feel like that's just because they're the story combo of Act 1 and 2. I feel like as a character, I don't know. The only other one that I would say that kind of has just some interesting things going on. My alarm.
He's away.
Interesting things going on is what's her name? Who's trapped by the rose right now?
Mel.
Is that her name?
Yeah, Mel.
Yeah, Mel.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a really cool story with her mother going on because her mother is
Bad
obviously
bitch.
well, and there are some theories that she's gonna be the new wolf avatar, the avatar of the that city.
After I was a wolf.
Yeah. And we're getting pieces of that. But I don't know. It's hard to pick a second. There's a lot of really close seconds, I feel.
What's your third?
What are we doing? I don't know.
You said it's a close second, so you obviously have a good third.
Oh, third
How
would be
is Vi not in the
Heimerdinger and
top
Echo.
3?
Heimerdinger
Okay.
would be Heimerdinger and Echo would be close third for sure.
Okay.
Their duo
Vi
is so
first
wonderful.
from season 1.
Yes,
Vi
Vi
is
is first from season
one.
one. Echo
Okay.
is second.
You
from
she's
must
not-
season one.
choose.
Yeah, from season 1 it's Vi, Echo, and then Sid. What's his name? I'm terrible with names. The main bad
Who?
guy.
Savika?
No,
No.
wow, I just broke my brain.
Silco.
Yes,
Silco.
Silco.
Yeah, Silco's a great villain.
He's
Oh,
a great
man.
villain.
He is.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's Vi, Echo, and Silco are my favorite
For
characters
season
from
one.
season
Okay.
1, for sure.
Anthony, you're up.
I guess since we just did a season 1, it is definitely Jinx, Echo, and Vi, and it's hard for me to really put them in any specific order because the reasons are so different. Like sometimes I think Echo is first, and then sometimes I think Jinx is first, and sometimes I think Vi is first. So I'm just like, I don't really know. It's hard there. And then even with season 2 up to Act 2, I'm just constantly being like, where's Echo? I'm waiting for Echo. So
Yeah.
even though I'm not seeing him much, I'm like, he's still in my top 3.
He's your focus. Yeah.
Now I actually like Jinx more. I don't know if I liked her more, but her character is so much more emotionally charging for me in season 1 than season 2. And I do wonder if it's because I have 2 younger sisters, you
It
know,
might do it, dude.
and I like can very easily what's the word, relate to how Vi feels and see Jinx as like my sister and be like absolutely heartbroken by the way she is being my fault and not necessarily her fault. And, you know, like how she did that thing that children do, which is you latch on to the only thing that will prevent you from being killed or die in the moment, and that was her hugging Silco in episode 3 of season 1, where she jumps at he's about to kill her. She jumps at him because that's what young animals do to survive. You just attach yourself to the strong thing near you, and you mentally change to reflect them so that they accept you and protect you. And that's like exactly where her, dichotomy comes from, her bipolar comes from. She has both the evil that she has to be completely convincing about, and the good from her, father and Vi and them. And so it's just like, it's so insane. But like, yeah, the fight between her and Echo in season 1 is just,
that's peak. That's
it's the
one
best
of
thing
the
I've
best
ever
fight scenes
ever.
Yeah.
There's
It's
nothing that beats
amazing.
it for me.
Yeah. No, that is such a good fight scene.
And then my second best fight scene is Vi fighting Savika in the alley.
Yeah.
And that was just also absolutely insane.
The only thing I would posit there is that it might be worth taking. So Warwick versus Jinx in the prison is so well animated, and there are so many little things that I felt where Warwick's fighting style and how he punches kind of parallels to how Vi fights. And
so it kind of homages to the fact that Jinx is kind of reacting subconsciously to the fact that she's seen these moves before. That's why she's moving the way she's moving. Yeah.
Interesting.
It is so good. That fight scene, I think, is also really good. But yeah, Echo.
It was, but I could be wrong, but for me, the music for that fight scene wasn't nearly as on top of it as the music in the season 1 fight scenes I was talking about.
Fair. I think that they had a bigger monster to take on in Act 3, so they had to budget accordingly.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, like they knew that they were gonna have to finish with season 2. So my assumption is that they were like, I can only do so much.
I have a question because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I have heard and seen articles saying that Arcane season 2 is the end of Arcane. They're not doing a season.
It's
3.
not.
It's not.
No. Eric, I'll tell you right now. Let me do it. You just spoke.
It is over.
Okay, this arc is over.
Arcane is done.
Arcane as the show, I think, is done. League of Legends is moving on to different things. Right?
Okay, he's already got it. Yeah. So what is so the funny thing is at least Eric and I's favorite characters, they're subplot. They're not the main characters.
Yeah.
Because this is about Arcane, the Arcane.
Yeah, yeah.
They just happen to be
It's the story of Jace, Victor, and everybody surrounding them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next focuses are Ionia, Ossia, and Noxus.
In the storyline stuff?
Mm-hmm. They're doing 3 separate arcs with Ionia.
Wait, is this
Noxus,
confirmed?
It's confirmed.
Oh, yes. Okay. For me, it was just speculation the other day.
Yeah.
I love this show. It is the perfect evolution of beard growth.
For sure.
Polar Knights. Okay.
For sure. Thank you, sir.
Do you mean like the beard growth that happens in the show?
No.
Or
between, on here. Oh, actually, no. It is the show. It is the perfect evolution of beard growth because Eric hasn't seen that part yet, though.
Don't let me know.
Eric hasn't seen that part yet.
Yeah, Polar Knights. Eric hasn't seen Act 3 of Season 2, so we're dancing around the bush here. We're trying so hard.
Favorite characters in order, taking into account without Act 3 is Jinx, the audio just cut out. Jesus Christ, it's
That
terrifying.
was weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I said
Apparently,
Jinx, and then everything kind of fell apart.
apparently
She's
there are
there. Behind
3
you!
additional TV series
Yeah.
based on the Runeterra IP that are already in production.
Hell yeah.
Noxus, Demacia, and Ionia.
Dude, there's no way they couldn't make more. I mean,
Dude, they
Yeah,
killed
it's
it with this
so
one.
good.
Guys, let me finish.
go.
It took 2 years.
Fuck. I don't care how long it takes. They can take however long that they want with these next 3. I don't care if each one we have to wait 3 years.
I'm in.
It's a
I'm in.
fucking banger every
Dude,
time.
they're so good.
So good. So good. Especially if we get like an act 3, it's like a 3-act like story like we are now
Yeah.
with some of like the homages that we're having. Because like with Noxus, we already know that there's some stuff brewing because of the end of Act 3. Ionia is another thing that's linked with Noxus because Noxus is supposed to fucking level Ionia in the lore. So I'm thinking we're getting a war. And then Demacia is supposed to be like the righteous twin brother of Noxus that operates on a meritocracy that hates mages. So it's gonna be a good time, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that makes sense.
favorite characters. Fuck. Jinx. It's gonna be Vi, but it's because like the emo thing it just works for me. I don't know, man. And then oh man, who was it? Somebody surprised me this last season. Was it Mel? No, it wasn't Mel. I think it was Ambessa. I love Ambessa.
Yeah,
No.
she's-
It was
she's pretty
Ambessa's right hand man, Rictus.
Oh yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. You haven't. Well, I mean, like you have seen it, but like, dude's a badass. Goes toe to toe with Vi. Sorry, toe to toe with Jinx, and actually snags her
Yeah.
before Warwick jumps in. Like,
Yeah.
I give props to the dude. I know he gets murked at the end, but shout out to a true fucking G. Like, I love the spear throw as an introduction to what his character's all fucking about.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's the one who's interrogating the people and just literally like just beating the dog shit out of this dude. I loved it. It was ridiculous violence, and I'm a sucker for violence. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is.
Well, now that we've exhausted Arcane, can I speak about how depressed I am that I haven't gotten to do all the new amazing games that are
man.
coming out?
I haven't even touched them. Like, it's so funny that I was given the option to play PoE 2, and I was like, I don't know if I'll have
Wait, that's
time.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Path
the
of
early
Exile
access
2
is
is out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Is it out?
I mean, it's out essentially. At this
I
point,
mean, the early access is out. I know
Yeah.
that, but
you can play it now. So it's
Yeah.
like, and it's essentially done. So like at this point, especially with how Path of Exile is, because of how it does its patches and everything, it's like, it's essentially out.
how could they, dude? How is Steam getting away with not putting Path of Exile on their, like, the first thing that shows up on their homepage?
Because it's not a new release.
Early access.
Well, it's also
That's
not
so
a new
stupid.
release. No, well, Anthony, it's not. Path of Exile isn't early access, and Path of Exile 2 isn't a new game, so it's not a thing. It is the top seller, though. What? What is
Oh,
this? Why did they
I'm
have a
not
different
surprised.
thing?
Right?
Interesting.
What is this? What is this?
Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
can get to Path of Exile because I have friends who are playing it.
No,
but
Path
like,
of Exile 2 is a game on Steam, apparently. But yes, I am
Yeah.
so excited for Path of Exile 2. I'm honestly hoping that it works on the Steam Deck from the get-go, and I can just play it on the way, play it while I'm
will.
here a little bit. That way I can play it. But the fact that it needs
Play while
an-
y'all are here.
yeah, we can just play it on the Steam Decks together. We can Steam Deck
Are
it
we
up.
gonna have like a LAN night?
Sure.
like we did after the freaking.
I will say, so this has happened to Eric and me already. And now I don't know if you're used to this happening to you, but I keep getting surprised when my wife is like, "Yeah, we've got plans." And I'm
Damn.
like, what?
Damn.
Like, yeah, we're gonna be doing stuff. Obviously, y'all are gonna want to do stuff without us, right? And it's like, I don't know. Maybe y'all all have really good husbands that always try to include you guys or something. Like,
My go-to is that if there is availability, I am holding down that bag holder position. It's just what I am now.
bag holder.
Hey, I am
And I'm
down
happy
for
about
the
it.
land night though. Let's go.
What is
I'm
it
in.
called? Is it Ready or Not?
Ready or Not's been out
Okay,
for a
so
long time.
No. There's a cute horror game coming out where your characters are like cute little chibi things, but they encounter like terrifying things,
That's
and
not
they
Ready or Not.
scream
Then.
as you run away and everything.
That
It's
sounds
coming out in 2025.
adorable.
It's really cute. Let me find it so I can post it in the chat. But like, it's super cute.
But yeah,
So there's a game that I played under NDA and alluded to a long time ago, and it released under the radar.
what was it?
I wonder if y'all even heard about it. And it's Quidditch Champions. Harry Potter.
Oh,
heard
yeah,
about that.
yeah, I've heard about it. But
Y'all want to see this trailer?
Can we?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it on the screen real quick.
well, yeah.
I have to go back to
screen two.
to
Here we
the
go.
the thing. Eric is less laggy on my OBS than he is in the thing.
Fair.
That's because it's got a
will
little
this-
bit
this
of a
pop
buffer.
on the stream, will it?
It should pop up for Anthony. It won't pop up in the recording.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I have to go to my other scene, and then I have to add the new link, and it should just be there. It's on. It's on the stream.
Let's go. Okay.
I've done it.
So Begone Bees is super cute. Here. Watch. So peep the character design.
Oh my gosh.
Is there audio?
I have audio on. Oh, maybe I have to reshare and like make sure like I'm actually sharing your screen. Hide. Hold on. I'll do it again. I didn't turn on the audio sharing of the system.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good. All right, ready?
Yep.
We're still good? Cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting audio.
Here.
Oh, it's co-op?
Yeah, it's couch co-op friendly.
I'm sorry, that looks like Mel.
Right? Yeah!
That's dope.
Fabio.
Fuck.
So I'm really excited for this one.
That does look pretty good.
I'm really excited
It's
about
called
that
Begone
one.
Beast.
Begone Bees. Yeah.
Oh god, I hear myself. Okay, it's gone.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It's because he was
So
sharing
is
his
that
whole
what we're gonna
computer
couch
audio.
co-op when y'all are here?
That's
It's-
couch co-op friendly. It's in February though.
Yeah, it's not going to come out in time.
Yeah, not until later, but I would be down to play that on stream.
Dude, 100%.
It looks really fun.
100%.
It's the one game that
looks
I've
good.
actually seen in like a long time that I've actually been excited for. I was like, "Oh, this looks dope."
It does say coming soon to early access if we're lucky.
Oh, that'd be dope if it came out in the next
That would
few
be
weeks.
sick.
Because yeah, right now there have been two
Mhm.
games on my radar that I've been excited about, and that's
Same.
Stalker 2 and Path of Exile 2.
I guess I have three. I have this game, Path of Exile 2, which I really shouldn't say I'm excited for because I had an opportunity to play. and Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh yeah, that comes out February too.
You know, I probably played one of the best games
Yeah.
ever.
What's that?
Okay.
Hot Wheels. I'm just kidding. I played Hot Wheels with my nephew Eli
Aw.
locally.
That's adorable.
That is-
Yeah, it was
That's
fun. It
real
was good.
cute.
Hot Wheels is fun. That game
It
is
was
fun.
good. It was good.
You're right. You're right. It is cute. You're right.
Yeah,
it's
I've been
neat.
doing.
It's definitely dumbed down though.
Dumb down, you say.
Yeah.
I guess I should just, guys. I have $500 to blow. Should I just buy a Steam Deck?
No.
Oh, Eric has something to say.
Well, though it's the way you
Do
said
you
it that
ever
worries
find yourself
me.
on the couch wanting to play a game but not wanting to leave the couch?
I don't get. See, the thing is, guys, I don't get a lot of time to chill out on the couch. I'm often going from place
Ash
to
says
place.
yes, do it.
Ah.
So
Well,
the Steam Deck is
all I needed to
really
hear.
cool. It
Going
works
from place
really
to
well.
place,
I do have to travel a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's great for planes. Like
It's
great.
incredible for travel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
Another
works
thing
really
is,
well.
if there's
It's
ever like a
amazing.
PC game that, if there's ever a PC game that you wish you could like play with Mel, boom, you have a second PC now,
That's fair.
right?
And she does love to play.
Mel
Oh,
might
God.
really enjoy using it.
Mel loves couch games, pretty much like do nothing
Mhm.
games. But I don't think the Switch is like her speed. Do they still have the white special edition one?
I don't know, but that
I don't know,
one looks
but
so
there is
nice.
that D-brand skin that we got.
Nope. No longer on market. At least it
Uh-uh.
doesn't look like it.
Ash got the glow-in-the-dark white skin from D-brand.
From
Oh,
eBrand.
nice.
Looks so
eBrand put
good.
some great stuff out.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
So if I get the 1 terabyte, I never have to worry about space.
yeah.
That's the
And
big
then
one.
Now I will say that it does the
You know how sad I'll be
micro
when you'll
SD
show up
though.
with like 2 OLEDs?
The OLED's
dude.
nice. So the best thing about the OLED though is the battery life improvements.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 times longer
And the
battery
dim.
life.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I mean
And the
yeah,
dimmable
yeah.
light?
The obvious
lower-
the OLED improvements. are
Low
good.
light.
Yeah.
Does the docking station come with it?
No.
If you buy
No.
You have to buy it separate.
But the thing is, Nat, I'm not going to pull it out right now, but if you already have one, you don't need the docking station. You
don't?
need a USB-C
to
that-
USB-C?
to HDMI.
I
like
need
dongle,
a USB to HDMI dongle.
basically. Of course, there are like advantages, I suppose, to having the official docking station. But like, I have some old dongles that I've used with laptops that need USB-C or that have USB-C to go to HDMI and Ethernet and stuff like that, and that works too. So I've used that with my TV because I already had it.
Man, I don't know what. Yeah, I'd have to think it over. I'd have to think it over. It's not like they have a sale right now or anything.
yeah.
No,
No.
you just missed the sale. There is one sale that I know of though. It's there's this one Steam Deck for sale. I think it might be upstairs.
Anthony's like, "Give me your money!"
I've been trying to sell it to everybody.
Yeah. He's like,
Like I
buy
want
my
the
Steam
OLED
Deck.
so bad. Buy
so I
mine
can do
at a
the
friendly
OLED.
discount. Please.
I'm sure
I
somebody would buy
refuse.
it.
Please.
Did you
refuse.
put it on
Even my
work?
sister
I could
and brother-in-law
I
want
could
one.
play Tunic without the freaking handheld fucking
Tunic
lagging
is
out.
so good.
I heard it's so good, but I
Wait,
only got
you
so
haven't
far
beaten
before
it?
I couldn't because the game kept on like stuttering and lagging. It completely ruined this experience for me.
That's
I was like, I'm
that's
done.
depressing. Tunic
Dude,
is a
fuck.
knowledge-based adventure game, which are always in my like top list of games. It is so wonderful. Tunic's a great game.
Did you guys ever look at Supervive? Eric,
No.
Super
did you look at
Vive.
Supervive? Wait,
me-
am I
let
the
me-
person who's showing you? Eric, hold on.
Let me look.
Eric, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
You're gonna love this. I can guarantee you love this.
Supervive.
Share the screen. Share the screen so we can see you
Not,
love.
not,
like, oh wait,
not,
no, don't share the
not.
screen. Don't share the screen. No, no.
I might crash the entire area's internet. MOBA Battle Royale meets Hero Shooter. Jump, glide, shoot, punch. This does look really good.
You're gonna love it. I can guarantee you that you love it.
Well, this looks like
Oh yeah, dude, Nat. With the Steam Deck not being like on sale right now, you are about to be able to just try it out.
Yeah.
In person, right?
Yep. I'll just wait on it. I'll sit on it.
Yeah.
I don't have to. There's nothing coming out other than Hades 2 that I'm like looking forward to, like being able to be mobile while playing.
I'm just gonna be
Erik,
so depressed when I see Eric's.
Thoughts? So as y'all probably know, I love games that have a style similar to what's the vampire Battle Right vampire game that we just played, V Rising.
Vampire Survivor.
Any
V-Rising.
combat style like that is really, really cool. So MOBA Battle Royale style of that game, I'm in. Looks really nice.
There's a content creator I follow named Spazzy, and he's been big into like battle right styled games since when they were like popular.
Yeah.
And he's always kind of been like a proponent for playing those style of games. Every single time they come out, he tries it.
Yeah.
And he played this game and he was like, "Oh, they did it. They made League into a hero shooter."
Yeah.
Like, this is the same. This is the kind of aesthetic that people are gonna like. This is the level of brightness and depth of game that people are gonna like. I think this is gonna stay. So we'll see.
I
What's it called again?
Supervive.
I want to agree. The only
So bad.
problem that so badly. The only problem I've had is that every single game like this dies out because the developers stop
Got their money.
supporting it.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know.
You can't be hurt again. You
Yeah,
can't be hurt again.
yeah.
Just
I
say it.
really want one of. This is like one of my favorite genres of games, and I love it. I just none of them take it further. None of them support it and drive it and increase the user base and keep making changes and perfect it. And the closest one is something like V Rising,
And that's already dead.
and yeah, their player base is very, very low.
I don't even know what their population right now is on. Do they have a checker on Steam?
Yeah. So if you go
For what game?
Steam charts V Rising, you'll see the player base, and essentially the V Rising is down to around last 30 days average players around 4,000.
Ugh.
So 3,000
Fuck
playing
with
an
me.
hour ago.
I
mean-
with me.
Could be worse.
Could
But
be worse, but not by much.
I think the problem that you
Well, it
have
only peaked on Steam charts at 21 and a half thousand.
yeah, their peak was never.
So that's
Well,
not
they-
even that big of a drop.
Well, they had an all-time peak. You got to look further back, Anthony. Their all-time peak was 150,000.
I'm back to the beginning.
Well,
The
their
beginning.
all-time peak was
That- I mean, that
150,000.
might be before early access.
I see.
Not after release.
Oh yeah, they never got to their early
Before
release
though,
numbers.
you're right.
Yeah, they never got to their early release numbers with their release. That was one of the problems that people had with V Rising.
They couldn't keep it going.
They did
That
no
sucks.
marketing for their release, and so they
Yep.
didn't even have their all-time peak on their release day. Which sucked.
That's insane.
What?
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
And so
Damn.
now the biggest problem you have with V Rising now that I've seen is that the players that are playing V Rising are the hardcore crazy PvPers. And so now
We're
if
in
you
it for
do
the fight.
yeah, and now if you do a PvE or you want to just go through V Rising, you do that and then you quit the game because there's no community for you. And if you go try to do the PvP as a new
You
player,
get blasted.
you're going to get blasted. The people that are playing the game now are like perfect at combat. So there's no beating them unless you're practicing every day. And you're going to have to practice for months to catch up with these hardcore players that are playing now. And
I'll tell you what's not being played right now.
What?
Dauntless on Steam.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Did you guys see how this got freaking dumped?
I mean, Dauntless was
That's the Valve game?
No.
It's
It was an
the,
Epic Games
it's the Monster Hunter like game.
look like. Yeah.
That at one point in time
Oh, I forgot about that game.
had really nice
Yes, it is.
combat, and they had a
Bet.
beautiful option for adding more stuff. And the one thing that they
Yep.
had an advantage on was that they did an engine and a game development style that essentially allowed them to always just keep adding stuff to this
That
game.
stuff. Yeah.
And they've ruined it.
They shit the bed. When you start this game, no matter where you were before, if you're starting the game as a super experienced person who had an account with Epic that was like fully to the tits and everything, you start over.
That's weird.
None of the weapons that they've added from the previous game are game anymore. A lot of the content's not there either. It's just like a complete shit port. So people are blasting it
Yeah.
on Steam.
Yeah, I saw this a few weeks ago when I was reading about stuff, which is so sad because this was one of those games that like just had so much expandability to it and so much
Had a lot
that
of
they could have
potential.
kept doing with it. And for a long time, that's what they did. So like their first release, sure, it wasn't Monster Hunter good yet. But then they
No.
released a new area, 5 new monsters. Then they released 10 new monsters. Then they released, by the end of year 2, they had more content than all the Monster Hunter games put together, right?
Truth.
And then they kept increasing. And then the problem was, I think it was about 4 years in, they went from just having a few cosmetic viable items,
To a full on shop.
yeah, to a
And it's
full-on
a-
shop.
It's what is it? A battle pass.
Yeah, and then once that happened, it just drove it into the ground hardcore, and I haven't played it since then.
You have to be honest with the people who are going to be coming to you as players. Most of them are going to be Monster Hunter fans, and Monster Hunter is kind of quintessentially based around the idea that you buy the game one time and everything else is kind of cosmetics and you can pay into it, but content, monsters, all of that usually just free. So like you can eventually build into these things. I don't think that this version of the game takes that into account.
I also think that the market in general is just getting tired of pushing the boundary on cash shops, especially the Western market. The Eastern market still is kind of okay with more things, but the Western market really seems to be tiring of anything that goes outside of cosmetics for purchasing stuff.
For sure.
At least in the PC world. Mobile still has this problem and seems to be doing fine, but in the PC world, the minute you put something that allows you to buy a little bit of power, it just gets blasted in reviews and
I just don't care anymore.
online.
Why care?
Yeah. I think people are finally starting to value their time enough that they're like, if I am paying for anything, it's going to be something that looks nice, that has no added time value in the game. And that's it. Like, you
We
put
made it,
anything else
guys.
in the game, I'm going to be furious. But
We made it to the end of the game, guys. We figured it out.
yeah, don't buy the
We
shit.
got there. Don't buy it. Stop buying the games. I mean, it kind of costs a lot of people their passion in games.
Yeah.
Those people being me.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
And then you have the wonderful marketing of Path of Exile 2 that or Path of
Damn.
Exile, where it is just free. All the content is free. You can do everything in the game for free. And if you don't know
But
that a
the
shop
pay packages,
exists,
dude. The pay package.
yeah, but you never see them. If you don't know they exist,
No. I'm saying like, if you're in the know and you see them, because I was tempted, like after seeing
they
like
look
all the
dope.
features
They
that they
look
put
dope.
into it, like
yeah,
I feel like that is an actual thing that you would like put into a game that you'd be like, hey, you can purchase this experience with this game
yeah.
and move forward with it. Like,
No, it
yeah,
is cool. I'm just saying they never put it in front of you. If you don't know the shop exists, they
Yeah.
never open. When you open the game, you can play the entirety of the game and never even know that a cash shop exists.
Yeah. There's no banner for it.
There's no banner. There's no shiny button. There's nothing that comes out and like slaps you in the face. It's just like, here's the game. It's good and it's better than Diablo. Have fun.
Ooh.
And then they're like, slap.
We'll see you in 2 months with an expansion.
Yeah. And then they do an entirely new expansion experience where they're like, hey, now you can play the game entirely different with a totally new mechanic for the next 2 months. And guess what? In 2 months, we'll do it again.
I'm gonna do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
And that's why they have my vote.
Yeah. Yeah. They're one of the best games.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Gentlemen,
Yeah. Guess that comes at our 2-hour mark. Next week, I'll be back in the States.
back in the saddle.
The week after that will be Christmas, so no show. The week after that, what will we do a double feature? We have on New Year's, we'll do a show for sure. But do we do a show like the Monday before that as well? Do we do a double feature that week?
I feel like we should just feel it out.
How about
So we're skipping the 23rd.
or we can just do a live stream, do some gaming that night, and then have our actual show on New Year's.
So now I have to get a Steam Deck because I'm not bringing a PC up there.
We have
Yeah, Anthony has like
2
8 computers.
PCs and a really good laptop.
Jesus Christ.
And I have a computer that I'll bring, so we'll have enough computers that we'll be able to stream a PC if you so choose.
Not gonna lie, if they weren't out of stock, I already would have upgraded / made a new computer
Damn.
with the 9800X 3D.
Really?
It is so
Much-
insane how much better it is.
Wow.
Like
Insane.
I just wanted to get that and a new motherboard and the RAM, and I was just gonna like reuse my graphics card.
Just patted my new computer. I'm like, don't let them say anything about
What do you have in there? I forget.
It is let me look because I keep forgetting and I really should know.
I thought it was a
PC laptops. I don't know if I would, Ash. I don't know if I would count my 2019, not 2019, my 960.
It's a 79.
M960.
It's a A7950 X3D
7950. That is huge.
with 64 gigs of RAM
That is
and
huge.
a 4070.
Jesus Christ. Now
Super.
there are some games that I would love to have you play.
Yeah, it would be great. I know
The
what
most
you're gonna
important
say.
question is,
Nope.
did you overclock your RAM?
I did not.
If you look at your like task manager performance and click on memory, what does it say that your RAM speed is at? I actually don't even know.
I'm at 49.
And what's the bottom, like the speed, megahertz, something like that?
Speed. Like the pool? Or
It should be like in the thousands. Just like a
3600.
good overclock for the old generation. Probably without any effort, like 4800.
What do I need to do?
6400.
What do I need to do?
Go to the BIOS. Already just like the profile. Yeah, it's like from a drop down list, you just choose the fastest one, and then just like
Unlimited
you don't have to,
power.
Be like,
yeah.
and I was getting like latency on my plane. No way. There's no way.
Can I paint y'all a picture real quick about a game we
Go for it.
I'm going to talk about because I can't resist. Takes the ship out into space. Get that destroyer. But it works in space because why wouldn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Behind it, the hangar doors until they open because he's working through the hangar doors. Into the hangar, or start shooting at him. And so he, motorcycle in space basically. It starts to fight his way to the brig to take over this Idris, which he's done. Yeah, he didn't quite make it, and I happened to get online because it was like 4 o'clock. I hopped in my medical little ship. And then we go on a flyby, and it jumps back last second.
Like fucking Indiana.
Nice.
And we gotta play.
Hey, you don't have to convince me.
The big. They're currently. They're currently 2 weeks out. It's been in the testing like up to patch kind of that not everybody has this. It's in the start system, which brings in and thing they're perfect, right? 4 servers per star system, 8 total servers, 500. It's like a bottleneck. Because the idea is someday it's like, oh, we have too many players in this region. And 500 players already. It's per like server. It's cool, man.
Oh my god.
It is time to Star Citizen.
You're gonna have to give me a warning. so I can prepare my brain.
Remember last time it was probably like
Now, for sure.
I know your computer would get like at least 6 upgrade. It's not.
The
And you enjoyed that. You had that.
I did have a moment.
This
I
is
got
cool.
over it.
you have to be reminded
Forgot.
every day.
Forgot. Oh yeah.
Days at a time. The entirety of the day. I'm not doing great.
Do it. Get to it. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.